The Sarah Jane Adventures. We are back with the Sarah Jane Adventures. Mona Lisa's Revenge. Mona Lisa said, I am not an object. She was so extra. I think Mona Lisa is probably in the top 5 or 10 list of the most random but also extra sassy, just unbelievable characters in the Hooniverse. I have to put her on there. Full-length watch-alongs and the LX's content will be on the Patreon, so please join the Patreon and support. Much appreciated. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, notification bell, engage with the video. Thank you. With that, let's go ahead and watch Sarah Jane.
Genetically engineered boy genius in the attic.
Luke.
A schoolgirl investigator across the road.
Ronnie. I just realized he doesn't mention himself. There's no way. If you want to be true to Clyde, you have to mention, Clyde has to mention himself.
Always.
In that opening. Clyde would never not mention himself. What in the...
There he is!
Get him!
Don't let him get away!
If this is the Slitheen again... Why does Luke look different a little bit here?
That's impossible!
Slitheen, they can teleport.
He's just a kid. What does he want with a
Matter compressor.
whatever his reason? The Pharos Institute need it back.
Pharos Institute has a big part in season 3 here. They've been in a lot of episodes now. This looks like where they fought the Slitheen that time. This warehouse. I feel like they've used this warehouse a little bit in Sarah Jane. Slitheen, come on.
Can't be.
Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?
The Slitheen! They're back!
Stop! Not the Slitheen again. I cannot. What is the episode? The Gift. Okay. I can't.
If Sabine are back on Earth, it means mayhem on a global scale.
I don't know about mayhem. More like annoyance.
Then how do we find him?
Activating hover mode.
Hover mode. I didn't know he has hover mode.
Nothing can stop us from turning this scuzzy little planet into a massive money spinner.
Always the same.
Switch it off, boys.
Now.
Sarah Jane Smith. How predictable.
I prefer reliable.
Yes. Dependable.
Now!
Maximum destruction mode.
It's still going!
Grab the girl!
Get your claws off me!
Let her go! Disable the dog or she gets it.
Sorry, K9. Power down.
No. Who's that? Oh, more Slitheen?
Compression halted.
Slitheen saving the day? From Slitheen?
By order of the High Council of Raxus Prime, you are charged with crimes against the state.
Raxus Prime.
No, I'm innocent!
Wow.
What have you done with them?
They will stand trial on our home planet.
But they're kids.
I guess we owe you our lives. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. But who are you?
We are Blatherine.
The Slitheen aren't the only family on Raxacoricophalopatorius. They are the only criminal one.
They're the only criminal one.
Yeah, why should we believe you?
Blatherine.
Oh, we could never kill a human. We've dedicated our lives to tracking down Slitheen, bringing them to justice. It is the Blatherine custom to offer thanks
Okay.
by sitting down to dinner.
Oh yeah, and what's on the menu? Clyde burgers with a side of Ronnie.
I think it's a brilliant idea. A dinner party.
With Slitheen.
They can come to mine.
Oh yeah, your mum and dad will love that.
They're at a head teachers conference. Remember? I suppose so. After all, they did save our lives.
I don't know about this. I don't trust.
Dinner would be lovely.
Let us have your teleport coordinates, and we'll join you in an hour.
No. Uber.
What happened to the Slitheen?
The rest of the population rose up against them, and they were deposed.
How big is the family?
It was our duty to hunt them down.
That voice.
And as this seems an appropriate moment,
The man's voice. The male's voice. It sounds familiar.
this is not just a gift for your hospitality,
She's ready.
but compensation for the Slitheen's behavior on Earth.
Wow, that would take a lot of... What is that?
This is rackweed.
Rackweed.
Careful.
This is something that will truly delight you.
It's lovely.
Why? What does it do?
It's a staple food back home. It can grow anywhere. We want you to share it with your entire world.
I don't know.
Famines on Earth. Rackweed could put an end to them forever.
If it came directly from outsiders, your people would be distrustful.
Yes.
We want you, Sarah Jane, to be our
Emissary.
ambassador.
No.
This little plant could save millions of lives.
I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I think it's a weed that grows and kills everything.
You've always taught us to keep an open mind. As if they wanted us dead, they'd have done it by now.
It could be a long
Not
plan,
necessarily.
though. Exactly. Not necessarily.
Sarah Jane, will you be our ambassador?
I don't know.
In principle, Earth accepts.
Will you accept the claw of friendship?
The claw of friendship.
We are sure our rackweed will change your planet forever.
His voice is so familiar.
Lead Earth into a rich and fertile
I hate looking at the
future.
Slovene blinking eye. To me, it's just so unsettling to me. I hate watching it. So when I avert my eyes a little bit from them. Sarah Jane is unsettled.
Such an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, or it could all be a trap.
If I make this public, it'll change everything. I'll be front page news.
Big ass.
Analysis complete. There is, as far as I can tell, no threat.
It's harmless then.
We've listened to you before, Mr. Smith, and I don't.
School tomorrow, and you've all got a test.
A test? I'm sorry, did someone say test? Don't really understand that word.
Method through which one human demonstrates intellectual superiority.
Knows what it means, K9, just not how to pass it.
I won't be a sec. I just need to borrow a book for revision.
What? What is your plan, Clyde? Clyde, don't stay here, because that plan is going to snatch you. It's always Clyde, you know?
How much do you know about GCSE biology? Can you come to school with me tomorrow?
Negative.
Well, you leave me with no choice.
To kidnap K9.
This unit may not be removed.
Oh, please don't tell Sarah Jane.
A break from the dog is most appreciated.
Not Mr. Smith being like, yes, please steal K9. They're coming for you next, Mr. Smith. I don't trust this ragweed thing. It's gonna grow and just... See? It's gonna start growing with this sunlight. I guess it does not need to be planted. The gift to this episode, right? This could start a chain reaction on Earth. It's like a strawberry. Oh no. That does not look good. All those spores. Oh, not good, not good, not good. And of course, Mr. Smith had no idea what it was. I'm like, Mr. Smith, what is your use? You're gonna go into all the plants and vegetation. Like, we can't trust anything from Braxicorica Phalapatorius, you know what I mean? We can't. I'm sorry. Oh, is he gonna inhale those things? Oh no. He's gonna turn him into a Slovene? He looks different. He looks like pale.
How do you feel exactly?
Everything's gone blurry. My chest is aching.
Well, Luke's not feeling very well, but you get off to school.
Shouldn't we call a doctor?
Ronnie, school, please.
Eesh. Yeah, it's a hard thing because, like, you can't just take him to a regular doctor.
I want to miss the biology test.
Test can wait. I'll call the school, let them know.
Plus, you get 100 anyways. And Clyde is over there cheating.
If Luke's ill, what do I do? How do I explain him what he is?
We need to get to the Torchwood doctors. We don't have Owen anymore. Martha is the only one that we can call.
School today. He's not feeling very well.
Yo, it's growing everywhere. And it's just gonna keep releasing those spores. Ugh, Sarah Jane. I mean, we might as well receive a gift from the Dalek. Like, it's not the same, but... You're just gonna bring K9 to your class? Like, what? It's not, like, exactly easy to hide.
I was in the attic.
The attic.
The plant.
Analysis complete. The rackweed is not harmless.
After it had opened, Mr. Smith.
Adaptation to its cell structure suggests a more deadly life form.
But couldn't you have seen this coming?
Like, seriously.
The plant appears to have mutated since my last report.
And you didn't see the potential for mutation.
It will send its victims into a deep, deep coma, from which they will never return.
Oh my god. And that's the whole planet, by the way.
His racweed stuff might be amazing. Could feed millions of people.
Oh, running. Clyde, you have mischief and
Where are you going?
because K9 is right there.
You're acting really weird.
Are you gonna use like earphones? How are you gonna communicate with K9 in a quiet exam?
Good morning, Mistress Ronnie.
K9 is literally a prisoner, a captive.
The racweed is not confined merely to this house. Most likely by releasing spores.
Like a fungus.
Spores. Oh, The Last of Us. Here we go. This is how the planet devolves.
Luke. Luke, can you hear me?
Okay.
It's going into a coma. Oh.
Luke, you must stay awake.
I'm so mad at Mr. Smith, I'm sorry. Like, what's the point of you if you can't do something like that?
What if someone hears him? He makes a racket.
Borrowed this too. Relays his voice straight into my ear.
The earphone is a great idea because, yeah, K9 will not be quiet at all. Yo, what does it look like outside? It's just gonna open up and all the spores will come out and make everyone sick. That's the problem. Sounds like it's all... Sarah Jane, look.
Mr. Smith, please, help us!
Oh, Lord. I mean, Mr. Smith, how many times now, I think this season, or the past 2 seasons, I think Mr. Smith has been so much more ineffectual is the word, than he has been before. Because, like, ragweed, if it's so destructive or whatever it can cause, I don't know what it does for the Slytherin. Maybe it has an opposite effect for them or something. I don't know. I doubt it. They're lying, of course. The Blatherine, whatever their name is. But like, it should be a known plant. Of course, you can't know every plant in every planet, but like, if they brought that specific plant, Mr. Smith is supposed to be able to scan it and say, hey, this could mutate, or this could be, I'm not sure. But to say this is safe, that's, it's like, you can't just scan something and be like, okay, well, I don't see anything wrong with it right now, so it's safe. No. It's like, there's a potential that it could have a problem, and we should probably keep it in a like a locked type situation. And I think we should have done better than that. So I'm a little bit, because literally that thing it can kill the whole planet. Like, you know what I mean? And it would be because of negligence. And I think there was a little bit of negligence here, like in the SJA. So we need to do better. Trusting Slytherin with gifts and listening to everything they say. Like, isn't there like a history of the Raxicolocophalopatorius that exists that we can find out if the Slytherin are the only bad ones, or if it's, you can't just listen to what the whatever say, once bitten, twice shy. Anyways, I'm just like, how did we just let this happen? Because of trust and goodwill from Slytherin? Good luck. Oh, on to the next episode.
Launching venting system. Maximum extraction.
Okay, I didn't know about that. Ooh, okay. All right. That's pretty good. Toss it into the void thing, whatever.
Can you hear me? It's Mum.
Yeah.
How do you get it out of him? They probably want a ransom. They probably want to use this as a bargaining chip. That's what they're going to do. They're going to come.
He inhales the spores directly into his lungs.
I'm so sorry.
She feels bad that she put him in danger.
Just relay your answers into this.
Relaying answers is unethical.
Cheating at a test. No morals at all.
Oh, and that's why you love me.
Put it up, Mr. Smith.
Doctors are unsure what has caused the unusual marks on their bodies.
Yeah, the BBC's on it. It's going into their classroom. No! And they have no idea about this. I think Sarah Jane needs to call the kids.
The Blatherine started this, and they're going to stop it.
You have to talk to them. You want me to get out of this class right now.
This is a test, and that means...
Master Clyde?
Are you hiding something?
What on earth is that thing?
Who's making that stupid noise?
The spores are being released.
Detecting alien plant DNA, which has entered this room.
Racweed.
It's flowering.
Get out of here! Oh, you put your head into it.
Miss!
Get out of here. Don't even touch. Come on. bad. Look at that.
Sorry for.
The plant.
I expected a little more resistance from the famous Sarah Jane.
Even worse than the Slovene, actually.
Their entire planet will be nothing but rackweed.
Most often, weed are hard to get rid of.
Remotely activate the blathering teleport. Get me to their ship.
What is
It's
that?
time. It's about Luke.
Oh, I love that.
Loaded with vinegar. You're going to do exactly as I say, or I'll blast you to oblivion.
Sarah Jane at her most badass. She's like, I'm done with talking.
He's ill, and Sarah Jane's with the blathering, no idea where.
Got to sort this by ourselves. Just the two of us.
SJA, you know how we do.
Master Clyde? 3 of us.
3 of us.
We didn't do anything. We're innocent, honestly.
Okay, just stop right now.
We knew the rackweed would spread, but we didn't realize the damage.
Lies.
We will reverse the process.
Entering computer code.
Yo, don't.
The rackweed is being eliminated. It will take a few seconds.
Lies.
Confirm rackweed density on Earth.
Rackweed fully eliminated.
Lies.
Would you mind putting the weapon down?
Lies.
Good try, Miss Smith, but not good enough.
I'm so done with the Slovene, to be honest. I'm too tired of them. They're all over it, everywhere.
Now I understand why you're obsessed with
They're
it.
eating it.
Addicted to it.
An entire planet of rackweed will be worth a fortune on the galactic market.
Billions of people killed, and all you see is a plot of land?
Our farm will span the entire galaxy.
I can't.
It's now spread as far as Southall, Perivale, Acton, and Chiswick.
Yeesh. Chiswick. Chiswick is where Donna's from. Chiswick.
What would Sarah Jane do?
I don't even know anything about Chiswick, but I just know it from Donna. Temp from Chiswick. I miss Donna.
We are the Slovene Blathery, descendants of an interclan marriage.
What? You're Slovene too.
Even I could get through that.
Warning! Danger!
No. Oh, the bell, the frequency. Ooh.
How did that just happen? Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell. How are they gonna make a bell so loud?
The rackweed song will be filling the air.
You mean that awful noise?
It's a living thing. Communication is the mainstay of all life.
Communication.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Smith?
She's gone.
Lost something?
We're paying Miss Smith a visit, and this time it'll be us having her for dinner.
Luke!
We need you to set the bells again, but much, much louder this time.
Hey, no, can you boost the volume?
Activating.
You did it!
Can you turn it off now?
Make sure they're all gone though. Outside. How about outside?
It's still alive outside.
Oh, we're never gonna defeat it.
How do you transmit that
Can
all
you link
over?
me to Mr. Smith?
If necessary. Contact without computer interferes with this unit's synaptic circuits.
I mean, he gets on your
You
nerves.
just don't like him.
Affirmative.
We think we found a way to kill the ratweed. The school bell.
Brilliant. You're both brilliant.
So we should blast the sound of the bell across the entire city.
I can do that, but I would need to know the exact frequency.
Oh, K9 can tell you.
What's he doing there?
I'll explain later.
I am now linking to all electrical devices in the area invaded by the rackweed.
Cover your ears. This is going to be really, really loud.
Because no one knows what's going on except them. And no one knows to cover their ears. There's gonna be some people are gonna be made deaf by this. Oh, Luke is fine. That worked. Thank God, at least he kills the ones even inside people.
Yes! Go Clyde, go Ronnie, go Sarah Jane.
I was more frightened than I've ever been in my life. I nearly lost the most important thing in the universe.
That was close. That's a close call.
It's gone. No, it's all
And
gone.
you're under arrest.
Our ragweed.
You're under arrest.
That noise, Mr. Smith, if I needed you to produce it again, but just in the attic.
Yes, but for what purpose?
Jane!
Why? Because there's one she threw into the thing.
You two are absolute stars. What a team you make.
I'll just put it down to pure genius.
K9, what happened to you?
I was stolen.
Master Clyde took me to school to assist with his tests.
He did he? Have faith in your own abilities.
Ah. Here we go.
Why don't you just go home? This is your final warning.
We prefer the view from the top.
I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice.
Vinegar.
Let the hunt begin!
The noise. What does it do to them? They don't seem affected.
It is our sense of smell that's highly developed.
Oh my god, they're gonna explode.
That's enough, Mr. Smith. My stomach! It's...
Oh, they have a lot of ragweed in them. That's why. Ragweed, yeah. Oh! Classic. All over. Call the cleaning crew. That's disgusting.
Disintegration successful.
You don't say.
Right.
Why does this always happen to me?
They were going to kill us. I had to do it. On their ship, all they did was stuff their faces with ragweed. I knew their stomachs would still be full of it. There should have been another way.
Okay.
Better way.
There's no way with Slitheen. I'm Slitheen blathering.
Which is more than can be said for people who cheat at tests.
But who's ever going to want to know about the life cycle of a plant?
It was necessary here.
Fair enough.
Now, fetch yourself a mop and clean up this mess.
Yo, how do you start to clean this up? This needs professional cleaning.
For once, I truly hoped we'd found a friend out there. A way for all of us to move forward, humans and aliens, together.
Not the Slitheen. Anybody else?
But it doesn't mean our next visitors will be the same.
They all look so good here.
There are friends out there too. And as we all know, there's nothing more important than friendship.
Yes.
Earth could be a shining example to the entire universe.
Yes. That's my planet. That's season 3. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, seeing the Slitheen here again, Slitheen blathering, I was like, oh Lord, help us. You know, I think they've come back one too many times, to be completely honest. Funny, they came back in Doctor Who, you know, obviously with Boomtown, and they haven't been back since, I think. And then now Sarah Jane, this is like, what, the 3rd time? Maybe just the 2nd time. No, 3rd time, I think. I can't remember. No, I think 3rd time, because they did the Lost Boy as well. They were there, Lost Boy, but they were there in Revenge of the Slitheen or whatnot. So they have come back one too many times, and I'll be honest, like, looking at the Slitheen, the eye, with your eyes blink, all that stuff, it to me, it's like, ah! So I don't like that design. But, you know, so I did not appreciate looking at them again or having to look at them again. You will see I averted my eyes a couple of times. But, and the story was sort of like, you know, they're here again to do their thing. It was a little bit, I appreciated that it was the Blatherine this time or whatnot. And they had a different, there was a storyline there with them being a family to the Slitheen and different, but still the same. You know, they're all, you know, it's kind of the same idea. I think we could have gone with another story for the season finale and something more either new or something that could have come back again that may have been more interesting. You know, so I think that's my thing with it. I think I appreciated Enemy of the Bane more with the Bane mother. I think that character is a lot more interesting to me than the Slitheen again. You know, so. But it was wild though to see Luke in so much danger, and Sarah Jane obviously like realizing again, this is something building upon the idea that if Luke is ever sick, he shouldn't ever get sick, but if he ever is in this kind of way, then it's so hard for Sarah Jane to know how to deal with it, right? Who are you gonna tell about Luke's physiology and how he came to be? You know, that's gonna be able to help. So I think she actually needs to have some allies with this. Someone like Martha, for example, who's a doctor, or Torchwood or whatnot, people who can deal with stuff. Because right now, Sarah Jane sort of handles everything by herself, and Mr. Smith is there too. But at the same time, there's only so much Mr. Smith can do, as we've seen in this episode. So she needs like a human, people like Unit, or not Unit necessarily, but like Martha and of course Jack Harkness, people who have gadgets too, and they know more. And also, I think, I think this episode could have been averted by those same people, like just checking with them and saying, hey, what do you guys know about ragweed? Did you have any information? Someone like Jack Harkness has been around and, has seen a lot of different things, I think even more than Sarah Jane, right? Because Jack is very, very old and has gone to so many planets and whatnot. So he might have heard about ragweed, or he might just know that maybe let's not trust this. So things like that, I think Sarah Jane needs to be able to rely on other people, because clearly Mr. Smith seems to sometimes only be helpful after the fact. And it's like, yeah, we're all gonna die now. It's like, you couldn't have told us this before. That part was a bit of a letdown for Mrs. Smith. I'm like, you're supposed to scan it and prevent it, not like to tell us it's okay and then to be like, yeah, so. But it is what it is. What it is. It's good to see Ronnie though and Clyde work together and obviously figure it out and be able to save the day with the knowledge they had about it. So that was good. And Clyde cheating on his test. Come on, Clyde, with the earphones, kidnapping K9. Clyde, you're on probation for that behavior. Yeah, I think the first half of the season was a bit stronger than the second half, the ending point. I think these last 3 episodes were not super my favorite, and just in terms of just the subject matter and some of the things we've done. I think we could have gone to different places. I think the team is stronger than some of this episode, or the subject matter that they had to deal with. So I would, obviously prefer that they had more more engaging or more interesting storylines. I think I could think of some things right now, just that they could do that would be interesting. But it's always nice when they have things going on within the team, or things that help them. Like the Mark of the Berserker, for example, was a great episode dealing with Clyde and his dad, and the wedding of Sarah Jane Smith. Of course, that's a really good episode. But also the temptation of Sarah Jane Smith is a really strong episode. So those kind of episodes I think are stronger and nicer. Even The Madam in the Attic, dealing with Ronnie and her secrets and how they led to what happened and all that kind of stuff. So all those kind of episodes I think are stronger than necessarily than like the entrapment one, the Erasmus one, for example, and then the Mona Lisa one, which can be fun and silly. But I think focusing more on the team and the dynamic is a lot more interesting. Always a good time with Sarah Jane, and they always know how to end the episode so well and make you feel good afterwards regardless. So I always love that. Thanks for watching. See you on the next season.